Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk Leeds United. So what we got? 40 days until our campaign starts, and I was having a bit of a not a meltdown, but I was having a bit of a moment yesterday when I started to feel a bit anxious about the current situation. I done a tweet, and a few people replied and calmed me down a bit and sort of reassured me a bit. So it looks like our old friends at the Football League are the ones that are causing these problems, and the full takeover of the 49ers is taking a bit longer than it should have done. I understand there's a long list of investors. There's 60, isn't there? But I don't think all 60 of them need to be vetted. I think it's only the majority shareholders, the larger investors. That's what I believe. Which I think there's about 10 to 15 of them. But I think that's what's taking its time. That's what's the delay is. But I don't expect the Football League to do us any favours and try and speed things up. So from what I can gather, it could be like this. The 49ers know which manager they want. He's probably been told. He's probably aware that any day now he's going to be appointed as a new manager. It's going to be confirmed. So the 49ers can't confirm it until they officially own the club, because they just can't, right? So the 49ers know which manager they want. The manager will know what players he wants. So even though it might feel like it's a million miles away, and I was one of them yesterday who was freaking out a bit, it actually, the dominoes will fall pretty fast once the EFL confirm the takeover. So we might only be a week away or so from the skittles falling, from the pins falling, because once the EFL confirm the takeover, the 49ers will confirm the manager. The manager will then look to get his targets in. It's just taken a long time, and it's when we're 40 days away from the start of the season, what we're 5 days away from the start of pre-season, it just feels like we've got a million miles to travel. But I'm sure the ball will get rolling soon. It's just becoming a bit frustrating because time is ticking on. And, if we want to convince people like Gnonto to stay, Adams to stay, if we've got any chance of hoping that they stay, when they return to pre-season, it ain't going to look good if there isn't even a manager there. Do you know what I mean? So at the moment, it feels like our backs are against the wall, but against the ropes. But we might only be a few days away from this all like unraveling a bit, and I'm hoping for that. I've sort of been doing a bit of reading and stuff, and by the looks of it, the Athletic and the Yorkshire Evening Post are saying they hope it's done by this weekend. So it might not even be this week; it could be Saturday or Sunday, and then we're rolling into July then. Just nothing with this club is fast, is it? Everything takes forever. So I was one of the ones that are panicking a bit, but I would say just try and relax. Like, it's like everything is there. We just need the takeover to be completed, and then the dominoes will fall. Farker will come in, or whoever it may be. I think it'll be Farker, could be Vieira, hoping it's Farker. Then he will get the players that he wants. So yeah, we might only be days away. So just hang on in there and don't get too frustrated like I did yesterday. In other news, I read this morning that Leeds have made a U-turn on Adam Forshaw. I'll just share my screen with you so you can read what I read. I don't really know what we're doing, but yeah, we'll start from the beginning. The title: Leeds United have now decided to offer midfielder Adam Forshaw a new contract, according to a report from Team Talk. Leeds United summer started slowly, and with no manager in place, there's no clear direction that the club are looking to head in following relegations. Decisions have been made on out-of-contract players after the Whites announced their retain list. Robles, Brook, McKinstry and Forshaw was confirmed to be leaving. They were invited back to pre-season for training, though, and now Team Talk claims Leeds have made a U-turn over their Forshaw decision. It said the club have now offered the Liverpool-born midfielder a new contract, another one, oh my God, at Ellen Road. The 31-year-old has other sides keeping tabs on the situation, and he's now weighing up his options for the 23-24 campaign. I mean, Forshaw has bags of experience at Championship, playing 123 times in the division over the course of his career prior to his time at Leeds. I mean, what do you guys make of that? He was probably our best player under Allardyce, one of, if not our best player. Excuse me. Would it be a good squad option? Someone to bring off the bench? Someone to replace injured players? I've seen a few people getting annoyed about it. I personally don't think it would be a bad thing to keep Forshaw on. Like, when I went on about evolution and stuff, that was for the Premier League. Now, people like Ayling and Forshaw and Cooper, we might need around the place. You know, I don't want them starting. I do not want them starting. But if they're willing to stay as squad players, then we might need them. Especially if we're selling Tyler Adams. You know, we might need Forshaw as a backup. So, personally, I would have just kept him in the first place. When we'd done our retain list, I would have just kept him. Just keep him on at the place as a backup, as a squad player. So, get your thoughts on what you think about that. If we're in the Premier League, I think get rid of them all, including Bamford. But now we've gone down to the Championship, we might need these people, you know, as squad options. So, in my opinion, it's not too bad. But, yeah, we do need to evolve at some point. But since now we got relegated, I don't know. Maybe Forshaw might come in handy. And Willy Gnonto. There's two ways round of reading this. I'll go with what his agent said when he was on international duty. This is LUSC Mott's paraphrasing. I think it was an Italian publication, what his agent said. We're focused on the national team and the under-21 Euros. When it's finished, we will talk to Leeds and see. But I think there will be options. Well, of course there will be options. The man's amazing. Premier League experience has been fantastic for him. And I think he wants to continue in that direction. Yeah, so Gnonto will want to be playing in the Premier League. He's good enough to play in the Premier League. Obviously, we've seen that last season. In my opinion, he's good enough to get into any team in the Premier League, even City as a squad player, even, you know, Arsenal as a squad player. And then any team out the top six, I think he could start for, right? You know, that's a rough estimation. Like, I haven't dived too deep into that, but in a nutshell, I think he can get into most teams in the Premier League, right? We would be lucky to keep him. I've seen an article from Graham Smith saying that, you know, Leeds are looking to keep him. In fact, I'll just share that with you now. Now we've read that. Of course, Leeds will be looking to keep him. Like, his wages aren't through the roof, and he's a class player. But whether we keep him or not, you know, that's a complete different story. Back in England, Gnonto has been making more headlines for transfer matters than his under-21 performances, with a number of clubs reportedly making plans to prize him away from Ellen Road. Everton are among those clubs to be. We've been seeing that for the last few weeks, Everton. However, the EP understands Leeds have not received expressions or interest or bids from elsewhere. Gnonto is among those identified as key players for the upcoming Championship season by incoming owners 49ers. The Italian, along with Adams and Harrison, were always likely to be subject to transfer speculation, but the 49ers enterprises hope to be able to convince them to stay. Max Wober is another, viewed as a key player. So what we got? So we got the 49ers saying that they hope that they can stay. Well, yeah, of course. You know, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? The 49ers hope that they're going to stay. Personally, I think Gnonto moves on. I can't see him hanging around. The man's quality, you know. The 49ers, I mean, it'd be a great statement if they come in and said, like, unless, you know, you meet the asking price, we're not selling these people. You know, they're not going. That would be a great statement to make. But also, the 49ers are going to say that they want them to stay. And then they're going to say their hands were tied when they leave because they don't want to look bad, right? They don't want to come in and make a bad impression. So, you know, I would look more at what his agent's saying than what the 49ers are saying, because the 49ers just simply saying they hope he will stay, right? Whereas the agent has pretty much said that, you know, teams are after him and Gnonto wants to be in the Premier League. So time will tell with that. Time will tell with Forshaw. Time will tell with a lot of things, the takeover, the manager. So just a bit of an update, just a bit of a look at what's going on, guys. We're going to end it there because there's not much else to talk about at the moment. But if you could please get your comments in, covering all the subjects that I've covered, you know, the takeover, the manager, Gnonto, Forshaw, I'd really appreciate it. I'll read every single comment. And hopefully we have some better news soon, because this is just dragging out way too long now and it's becoming very frustrating. But yes, I hope you enjoy your day, guys. And